What is up, everybody? Steve here today, and we're going to talk about Sony rumored to be buying Warner Bros. Gaming assets. So that means the DC video game property, they can own that. The Harry Potter property from the gaming division. Legos. I don't know what else Warner Bros. Owns in the same gaming. Obviously the Lord of the Rings stuff as well too, but they can now own that. It's rumored that they can do that. And I think they shouldn't go anywhere near Warner Bros. With a 10-foot pole, nowhere near it. They just taint everything they freaking touch. No, do not touch. Don't go anywhere near Warner Bros. It's already bad enough we barely got superhero games as it is, but imagine Sony doing it. No. Stick with the Spider-Man and Wolverine. Stick with that. But we're gonna do touch on two topics as well too. Might as well add them both in one video. About how Marathon was delayed as well too. Delayed indefinitely, so this is like in a constant limbo, a state of pretty much hell at this point, developer hell. Like, they're delayed indefinitely. It's not coming out anytime soon, and this is Bungie that we're talking about. It's just Sony doesn't have a good track record with these different studios. Canceled all these different games, these live service games. One of their biggest games they invested a lot into, Concord, lasted 2 weeks. Marathon, another live service game. It's not been canceled, so to say, but pretty much kind of canceled, if you want to put it like that. And this is supposed to be the studio that was supposed to give the other studios the advice. Like, how you gonna get my advice on something that your stuff is being canceled or is like in a bad state? Like, how are you supposed to be the coach at that point? I don't know, but this is what Sony managed to do. We got because of this situation right here, this game being delayed, which it should have been, because it came out like they were stealing assets from different people. They plagiarized how the game looked and everything. So yeah, get this game out of here at this point. But yeah, Sony don't need to be anywhere near this studio. Like I said, it's bad enough we're barely getting superhero games as it is. The last superhero game I could think of that was like actually like positive from DC was like Batman Arkham Knight, however long that game released. And then again, that game still got criticism because it was too much Batmobile for some people. And also, it didn't work on PC, I believe. So this had criticism at launch. Or the other game, Injustice 2, had no criticism, but it didn't have a lot of praise either. So it was like a in between. Then they released what was it, Gotham Knights? I believe that's what it's called. With the 4 different Spider-Man spin-off characters. Underwhelming. Just League versus Suicide Squad, trash. So it's like their superhero games ain't been good for DC, and he canceled the Wonder Woman game. At least the Lego stuff is like, who cares? Keep it real, most people don't care about the Lego stuff. You can even see when they did the partnership with PlayStation with the Lego stuff, it didn't plan out very well. That Horizon game, then it flopped pretty much. Lord of the Rings, I don't know. Whoever's in charge of this Warner Bros. Gaming and stuff just needs to be fired. They all just need to be gone. Like, that's just ridiculous. How you got all these properties with DC stuff and it's just not doing anything? It's a big Superman game, breaking pre-order records for pre-order tickets, but they can't do anything with a video game. Like, make it make sense. So, it's not looking good. If anybody should buy this company, it definitely shouldn't be Sony. Not at all. Not freaking at all. It's like, who are gonna have make it? I don't know. They shouldn't go anywhere near this. People are never gonna see a Suicide Squad 2. I wouldn't be shocked. You know what pisses me off too about the superhero stuff? Now I keep thinking about it because it's like 2 different subjects with the superhero genre in mind very recently. Is that they're making that Marvel fighting game, Token Fighters. I was like, who in the hell wanted that over Marvel vs. Capcom? So what does that put the situation in with Marvel and with Capcom at this point with Marvel? It's like the 3v3 fighter has been made by Arc Systems Works and not Capcom. More people would want to see a iconic Marvel vs. Capcom game over a Token Fighters. So, like I said, PlayStation just taints. They just taint and ruin these different companies. It's just sad. Then again, like I said, Warner Bros. Is just terrible. They just making bad decisions, especially gaming wise. There's like hardly no video games with superhero stuff in it, DC stuff like that. So No, goodbye Lego multi-platform games. I can care less about the Lego stuff, to be honest. But I know that's one of their big sellers from Warner Bros. Gross, where there goes all the games go multi-platform. They're gonna lock that crap down. Yeah, couldn't just make a fighting game. They had to make sure they made that fighting game exclusive to keep it off Xbox. What is like, not only do you make the game exclusive, but you just tainted the whole situation with Capcom. Like, who the hell wants? Like I said, who wants token fighters over Marvel's Capcom 4? Like, that don't make any sense to me. But no, this is saying that. I mean, that's the big elephant in the room. Nobody wants freaking token fighters. We want Marvel's Capcom, but nobody wants to say it. It's just hilarious. Um, Whenever they're gonna take to get a sequel to Shadow of War, what happened to that series? Why did they stop making the whole Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War stuff? It's like they made the Gollum game. We stuffed it around as Gollum. Who was to do that? I don't know. Their decisions over there is just crazy. It's like I mean, someone can consider this probably around people who don't play video games or anything about video games in general to making these freaking decisions. It was what I'm thinking is going on here in these board meetings. Um, Regulators won't allow it. I don't know. They be having some bias towards Sony. Great, more games exclusively not on Xbox, even though they were since the beginning. I don't think this is gonna go through. To be honest, I honestly don't think it's gonna go through. And if it does, that's just ruining gaming. To be honest, because Sony, they don't need to be in charge of anything. All the games they've been canceling. Like, how people like what, this got 2.1k likes for Sony buying this. Who wants to see that? You really want to see Sony be in charge of these studios, these Warner Bros. Properties? No, they just need to leave that alone. They barely even do anything with their movie division. I know it's separate from games, but they really do anything with the movie division. The movie division is trash too. Besides, like the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse movies, other than that, their movies they make is just trash. I think Sony is right now. All Sony have is just the video game department right now. Their other stuff is not great. So, well, I digress. Let's see. I would love to see Sony buy the game assets and have rights to DC game properties. We could finally get a Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, etc. games off the ground. I bet if they made a Wonder Woman, Flash, or Green Lantern game, they will all probably play like the Spider-Man and Insomniac game, to be honest. Because I don't have any faith in Wolverine being too much different from the Insomniac Spider-Man game. Except one, you swing from webs with different buildings. Other, you probably just swing with your claws or something like that. I doubt it's going to be too much difference. So no, I don't think Sony should be in charge of anything DC related. Does this mean they own the Nemesis system patent? If so, that could be very good news. Okay, yeah, we don't know where that's going to. Sony hasn't paid off Bungie yet. People seem like to just be neglecting the whole Bungie situation. Like, Bungie is in a state of turmoil right now. It really does be like, hey, give them more studios. Like, really? The people who gave us Halo 1 to 3 are now just in a crap show right now. But we really want to give them, we really want to ignore that. That sounds crazy to me, bro. That sounds truly bizarre. But, let's give them WB games. NRS becoming a PlayStation studio was not the worst thing. Don't they make Mortal Kombat? How did they become a PlayStation studio? Oh yeah, they do. Oh yeah, Warner Bros. Do own Mortal Kombat. I forgot about that. No, that'd be terrible. No, keep your filthy hands off Mortal Kombat. Like, jeez, no, they definitely don't need to be around WB now. I just thought about that. No. May I remind you that Warner Bros. Games is the one that helped Lego release the Lego Batman games. Who cares about them? I mean, I don't know. It's like Whatever. I'm not gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna move on. Let's see. That's what Microsoft should have gone for instead of Blizzard. You have Killer Instinct IP that you could have given Ed Boon to do Mortal Kombat versus. Yeah, I was like, if anything, Microsoft should get this studio, but they already got too much on their plate right now. So not even Microsoft. They already got too many studios you got to worry about right now. But I would prefer Microsoft over Sony, to be honest. That's not even because I like Microsoft more. It's just because it just makes more sense. Sony just effing sucks. Sure, Xbox buying up studios and IPs if they're doing so with the intention to publish these games as so many platforms as is technically possible, including PlayStation. Sony just wants to lock good games behind their console. It's just pathetic. And then a lot of games they just cancel. So it's like, no. Good, get these IPs also, make everything exclusive. And it's not even like honest. It's not even real exclusivity. It's like some half-ass exclusivity. It's like we're gonna just keep them off Xbox and put them on PC. Like, what are we doing? And they wonder how Microsoft is going with a PC console hybrid next generation, so we can still play PC games. Like, blame Sony for that as well too. People who are angry about that, blame Sony for that nonsense. Or they just buy up companies just to keep them off Xbox. So, yeah, I'm kind of bored with the subject. Yeah, I don't think Sony should go anywhere near this company. Nowhere at all. They should just taint this company. They shouldn't have no. Just avoid this at all costs. So hopefully this is just a rumor. Just don't come into fruition, because that would be terrible. Absolutely terrible. So I'm going to include it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video. Always thanks for watching, and peace.